Good morning, folks. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa with your morning weather update, and I am seeing signs to a more permanent, very spring-like, almost, dare I use the word, a touch summer-like weather pattern next week. This week still kind of a little on the cool side compared to normals. Remember, the normals are going up a degree every couple of days and into the 60s. So when we talk slightly cooler than normal, we're talking 50s to near 60. And when we talk slightly warmer than normal, we're talking in the 70s. So let's go to it. Hello, Sherry McCrae and Lori King. Let's get to it. All right. A little showery today. Good morning, Bruno Valacorsa and Colleen McClelland from Traverse City. That's a tongue twister this morning. Here's the current radar. Shower activity today is going to be not well put together and not really all that heavy. Here it is right now, just kind of drifting. Let's take a look at the radar forecast to give you a feel for how the radar may change through the day. And we're at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, noon. So the majority of the shower activity looks like it's going to be in northern Michigan. Also, we have dry air at the surface, so it's having a tough time reaching the ground. That's why the showers will be pretty light. Okay, so I would say less than 2/10 of an inch. And again, we go through the afternoon, and you'll also notice that a lot of southern Michigan in this model stays dry. I wouldn't necessarily say that you are going to have a real good chance of staying dry in southern Michigan, but I think you're going to have more dry, cloudy weather than showery weather. Okay, so that's today. High temperatures today because of the clouds, a little cooler than past day or two. Good morning, David Burnrider. So we're talking about 58 to 60 degrees, pretty common across all of lower Michigan. The UP in the 50s, except right along the Lake Superior shoreline. Okay? All right, now here let's look at the change because I wanted to make sure it was going on, but I'm seeing it on almost every model now. All right, this is a computer model. We're into Thursday now. Okay, and now we're into Friday, and there's a weak cold front that comes through Friday. Now we're into Saturday, and the weekend looks a little on the cool side, especially in the morning hours, thanks to a northerly wind, but then a high pressure builds in, and so we should see a good deal of sunshine. But watch after that. The first time in a while that we've gotten a high pressure center to, instead of stay up here and bring us a northeast wind, it's drifting to the south. Remember I talk about the Bermuda High? And look what's happening is the Bermuda High is starting to establish. So when this high pressure center is off the coast of the Carolinas, clockwise flow, and that's a southwest flow for Michigan. That would be our first sustained southwest flow, because notice the high pressure center getting stronger, and that's kind of the new pattern for 6 to 10 days out, is that when this high stays here, we stay into generally a southerly wind. It doesn't mean that every day is going to be warm. You could get a cold front come through and bring the wind back to the northwest for a day or so. Again, we're at 10 days, so this started at 6 days out, so we got 4 days of the Bermuda High, and I don't necessarily believe the computer model after we go past 10 days, but let's keep going to 11, 12 days out, 13 days out. Cold front comes through, so like I said, you're not going to have constantly warmer than normal weather, but as we go to 15 days out, look what's trying to happen again. Bermuda High out here and southwesterly flow. and the cold air has retreated. The cold air is still up there, but it's retreated quite a bit, probably 500 miles or so, as it should. So, you know, this is 8 days out. Temperature anomalies. You're looking at 10, 15, 20 degrees warmer than normal. Do the math with normals then in the mid 60s, 10 degrees warmer than normal, 75. And I'll leave it with this for you. 6 to 10 day forecast. Finally switch to warmer than normal. 8 to 14 day forecast. May 1st to May 7th, leaning toward slightly warmer than normal. And that is the first time in quite some time that the 6 to 10 day and the 8 to 14 day have showed a tendency toward warmer than normal temperatures. So I think it's happening. I think spring has sprung. We're going to be a little cool this week, and then as we get into next week, it's going to change dramatically to feeling